In this video, we're going to talk about how to find a gas leak, and we're going to talk about it right now. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I've been plumbing over 38 years, and I have every master endorsement in the state of Texas. On this channel, I'm teaching you everything you need to know about plumbing. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Guys, finding a gas leak is not very hard to do if you have the right equipment. And believe it or not, the equipment is not very expensive. What you have to do first is you have to isolate the yard from the house. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to show you what we did under a pier and beam house and a little bit of video clips that we got there. And remember, it's probably not going to be as good as what you're used to because it's me with a phone climbing around under a house, but I'm able to show you some things. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to isolate from the meter to the house. Now, some meters, like my house, my meter is right at my house. So I'm responsible for everything from the meter to any appliance. Now, if the meter was out by the alley or out at the front of the house, depending on how my gas service is laid out, I would be responsible from the meter to the house. So that means my relay would be my responsibility. So we went to a house the other day, and what they had is they had a leak. Now, this is an older house, and the gas line actually stubbed up under the house. Now, in Dallas, that's not legal anymore. So what we had to do is we had to reroute the relay. So we had to put in a new relay from the meter up to the side of the house and then pipe over to tie into it. So a gas leak is something that can be very dangerous. And if it's something you think you can find, I'll show you ways. And what we do is we take a spray bottle of soapy water, special bubble maker water, and spray it on the gas line. We spray every fitting, every joint, because that's where leaks normally are. Now, every now and then you'll find a spot in the line that may have a crack, may have a pinhole, but normally it's at the fittings, at the threaded joints. So gas leak detection is very important. If you think you smell gas, a couple of things I'll tell you is if you call the gas company, the first thing they're going to do is come turn your gas off. So when it comes to how to find a leak, the best thing to do is if you don't think it's very strong, but you think you smell it, get a bottle of soapy water and go down and spray your entire gas line, everything that you can, because what you're looking for is bubbles. So, and you'll see them in this video, and we actually found this leak where it comes up out of the ground. Now, as you all know, natural gas is extremely flammable. So, don't be smoking a cigarette or anything else crazy while you're down there looking for it. You want no open flame anywhere near it. So what I'm going to tell you is, look, if you think you can find it, get down there and spray around. If you can't find it, at that point, you may want to call a professional plumber. Plumbers, some of us have leak detection equipment for smelling gas. Some of us crawl around, soap everything down. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Look in this video. Let me know what you think. If you've had a gas leak before and Atmos had to shut off, or I say Atmos, your gas supplier had to shut off your gas, I want you to tell me, did you have to pull a permit? Did you have to get it inspected? And did you have to pay more money just to get your gas turned back on? We're crawling around under a house here in Dallas. We've actually found the leak, but we've been under here for a while. We came out the other day. We found a couple of little leaks outside, fixed those, one at a water heater, one out at the actual meter itself. But what I wanted to show you is something that we run into sometimes. The gas main is actually stubbed in under the house. That's a problem because the code does not allow that anymore. And when we repair this, we'll have to put a new yard service in out to the side of the house and then run this line from here over. But what I wanted to do is actually move around and show you what the leak looks like and what it does. And as you see right here at the bottom of the riser coming up, see all those bubbles? Okay, what that is, that's natural gas leaking under the house. And what that is doing is putting a gas smell down here. Luckily, the home inspector, when he came out the other day, saw it or smelled it. He actually had a gas meter, so he was actually going through the house doing some things. His gas meter kept going off in certain areas. So what he wanted to do is he recommended to the homeowner that he have a licensed plumber come out and do a gas test. Guys, that was a very wise decision. This will save a buyer problems in the future and also probably save this family some problems. So guys, here's what we're looking for. As you can see, I've got these fittings soaped down really good and there are no bubbles at all. So that's what you're looking for in a gas test. We've got everything soaped down. As you saw, I've got plenty of soap on it. There are no bubbles, so that lets me know there are no leaks here. Now, we did find one big one over there that we're gonna have to address, but other than that, that should be the only problems we have here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, as you see, that's quite a bit of gas coming up out of the ground, and that's off this particular gas line. We showed you here what it looks like when you spray lines, and there's nothing. You don't get any bubbles. So guys, remember, natural gas is a dangerous thing to mess with. Gas leak detection is very important, and getting down there and doing it right to protect your family can be huge. So I hope you like these videos. If you do, keep watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, keep laying pipe.